Hello everybody, welcome to what I think is the best fast attack build. Generally in The Witcher 3 you have two ways to attack an enemy with your sword. You have a fast attack and a strong attack. The strong attack does deal more damage but is slower, and the fast attack does less damage but you can perform way more attacks in the same time. The biggest advantage of performing a lot of attacks in a certain time is when you combine it with anything that has a chance of. For example, the deadly precision skill, which basically gives you, when you have all three adrenaline points, a 6% chance of an instant kill. So if you attack the enemy with a strong attack, it's less likely to get an instant kill during the same time if you would have used the fast attack. Another advantage of a fast attack build is the whirl skill, which allows Geralt to spin around and perform a lot of fast attacks and hit multiple enemies that surround him. Generally, I think the strong attack build is better, and this build has weaknesses, but I'll talk about that later. First, let's go over the point distribution. Put points into the first three fast attack skills, and especially whirl is a big helpful one. But I do not recommend to upgrade the last one, the crippling strikes, because it adds a bleeding effect that does 150 damage per second, and first of all, many monsters and bosses are immune to a bleeding effect, and second of all, already at level 20, where you probably can get this skill, you'll be doing 2000 DPS, so adding 150 doesn't really help that much. Like I said before, deadly precision is very important, and also all the skills increase adrenaline point generation or allow you to keep them longer or do more with them. Adrenaline points are especially important because deadly precision's chance of an instant kill is based on how many adrenaline points you have. Acquired toxicity is important because it allows you to use more potions and the quotients. Since this is a fast attack build, normally I will suggest to go for the cat school techniques, but especially in the later games I suggest to put 1 point in the bear school techniques and use heavy armor. Of course, you need to put greater red mutagens in all your slots, because that will increase your attack power. When it comes to gear, you want anything that will increase your critical bonus damage. Generally in the beginning of the game you can go for light armor, later on go for the heavy armor, for example the master crafted Ursine armor and the Nilfgaardian's gloves. The master crafted Ursine swords are good, but the previous versions, the superior and the hands and the normal ones, are not that great because they have a lesser bonus to critical damage, and this is the very important. So use just a simple sword or another sword that has plus 75 to critical damage or more. One problem with this fast attack build is that while the lighter armor has the same armor value as heavy armor, later on in the game resistance to attacks becomes way more important. As you can see, I'm wearing the light armor now, and I'm just getting smashed by guards, or this archgriffin that just with one hit took 5500 health points from me and almost killed me. But with the same level Ursine armor I only getting hit for 2000 HP, and I'm having more HP anyway. I do not suggest to improve Quen, because while it theoretically has this pushback effect when you upgrade it, I found out that contrary to the description, this pushback effect most of the time doesn't work. A very important skill in this build is the whirl attack. Whirl will first consume your stamina, and if you have no stamina left, it will consume your adrenaline points. So it's good to stop using whirl when you used up your stamina, so you don't use up your adrenaline points. Whirl works even better with a superior blizzard potion, but already this simple blizzard potion is quite effective, because as you can see here, without the potion your enemies might be able to hit you before you can hit them. them. But with the Blizzard potion, after you kill the first enemy, basically they all slow down and you can kill them quite easy. Superior Blizzard's special ability is that when you have 3 adrenaline points, which is quite easy to get, you want to use up any stamina while performing actions, so like an attack or casting signs, which allows you basically to use whirl, for example, all the time. Big problem in getting this very powerful Superior Blizzard potion is getting 2 golems heart. The 2 golems I know that will drop the golem's heart is the one at the beginning of the game and the Wandering in the Dark quest, and the second one is in a cave in the northern part of Novigrad. They will not always drop a golem's heart, so make sure to save before the fight, and if they don't drop, load up the save game and kill the golem again until they drop a heart. Another important potion is the Thunderbolt potion. Here at level 20 I have 1000 DPS with my silver sword, but after taking the Superior Thunderbolt potion I have 2000 DPS and 100% chance of critical hit, at least as of patch 1.07. While you can tear through a lot of enemies like this Lesion with this build, the problems are bosses and certain high level monsters that are immune, for example, against the instant kill or stun or freeze effect that you can get from equipping runes on your swords. This build might not be generally as good as a strong attack build, but against multiple enemies it's quite good and a lot of fun to play. Thank you for watching, please subscribe and check out my other Witcher 3 videos. Chance of an instant kill, which you can see here. Another way to use the 3 adrenaline points is for Rend, the alternative attack that you can perform while holding the strong attack button.